Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, curling controversy, how players from Mark Kennedy's home rink are reacting to Olympic cheating allegations. Buyer barriers, why business analysts believe EV sales will stall in Alberta despite a new rebate. And Family Day fun, from hockey games to magic shows, how Edmontonians are spending the holiday.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
A large section of Castle Downs Road is shut down at this hour for a police investigation. The road is closed between 100th and 112th Streets. Police tape surrounds much of the area. Our cameras captured what appears to be bullet holes in an SUV on the driver's side. The driver and passenger side doors were left wide open. We will bring you more information as we learn more about this developing story. The Al Rashid Mosque is not offering its services during the latest extreme weather response because of Ramadan. The city activated the response today as it anticipates temperatures will drop below -20. The mosque usually provides overflow shelter space, but this time it will not. People needing to warm up during the day can use city facilities like a library or rec center. Overnight, a third shuttle to homeless shelters will be added. The extreme weather response is expected to last until Friday. A little bit of fresh snow out there when I woke up this morning, Josh, and it sounds like we're going to be getting even more soon.
Yeah, we've got a snowfall warning in effect, and if you were out and about this afternoon going, well, that's not all that much snow, the storm hasn't hit. It'll hit later on tonight, overnight tonight, all day tomorrow. Heavy snow. And some pretty strong wind gusts as well, so blowing snow is going to be an issue. You've got a cold warning here across northern Alberta, wind chill in the -40s. In the red zones, that's a snowfall warning. That area, as well as this purple zone that's under a winter storm warning, in general, you're going to get about 15 to 30 centimeters. There might be some spots here back to the northwest that only get 10 to 15, but most areas are going to get about 15 to 30. There are some spots, I think especially in east central Alberta, that could see 40 plus centimeters of snow. And the reason this isn't just a snowfall warning, but off to the east and south of the Edmonton area, it's a winter storm warning. It's the combination of heavy snow as well as wind gusts to about 60 or 70 kilometers per hour. So in Edmonton, off to the west, northwest, gusts tomorrow will be about 30 to 40 kilometers per hour. To the east and to the south, you're going to have near zero visibility at times, and wind gusts, as we said, up around 60, 70 kilometers per hour. This could actually be one of the biggest single-day snowfall events in February in the past half century. 19 centimeters, February 19th, 1992. That's the heaviest snowfall we've ever gotten in one day in February in the last 50 years. Tomorrow, estimating about 15 to 30 centimeters of snow. There's the storm system starting to make its way to the north. So we're at -8, wind chill -13 right now, but take a look at your wind chill overnight tonight and through tomorrow. There's your snow by 9 p.m., sticks around all day tomorrow. -15, feeling in the mid-20s tomorrow morning, and -20, feeling closer to -30 tomorrow afternoon.
All right, Josh, thank you. Canada's curling controversy is the talk of the Olympics right now, with St. Albert curler Mark Kennedy at the center of it all. As CTV's Jeremy Thompson found out, Kennedy's alleged poke and subsequent swear-riddled outburst is a touchy subject at his home rink.
It was just another round-robin draw for the Canadian men's curling team until an incident late in Friday's game.
I don't think there's ever been this much coverage in curling, ever.
Alberta curling legend Randy Ferbey says the showdown between Canada's Mark Kennedy and Sweden's Oscar Eriksson, and the accusation that sparked it, is all anyone in his circles is talking about.
It's so far from cheating that it's ridiculous, but it is an infraction. But that infraction is almost impossible to call.
Sweden claims Kennedy gave his rock an extra illegal push as he released it. CTV can only show still images of Olympic action, but at least one video replay out there appears to show Kennedy poking the granite part of the rock. Ferbey believes the contact would not have impacted the shot, and it's Kennedy's profanity-laced defense that has captured curiosity beyond curling fans.
We Canadians are pretty proud, and we think we do no wrong a lot of times. And we do. I mean, it was the emotions got to Mark a little bit. He blew up, and I know he regrets it.
Kennedy has expressed regret over his outburst, and the Canadians got a verbal warning from World Curling about the language. Management at Kennedy's home rink in St. Albert declined comment and politely asked CTV to leave.
I think that tells you right there. If they don't want to talk about it, that means well, they had an issue with his outburst. And that's okay. I mean, Mark's human. I know him quite well.
In its statement, World Curling also clarified that during forward motion, touching the granite of the stone is not allowed. This will result in the stone being removed from play. No infractions were observed for the rest of that game, but multiple other rocks have been removed from play in other matches in the days since. Video review is not currently allowed in curling, and Furby says players typically umpire themselves, even at the highest levels.
I don't know what the answer is, but obviously you got to address this because it could get ugly in time. People are not going to forget this.
Despite the distraction, the men's team is expected to play for a medal later this week. Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Edmonton.
The Downtown Business Association says patios will start disappearing from the core if the city goes ahead with a steep licensing fee increase. A railed-in patio taking up just a portion of the sidewalk is set to cost $500. A higher fee will apply to patios that either take up a lane of parking or require a boardwalk in a parking lane. Those will soon cost $3,700 for a seasonal patio and $6,900 for a year-round one. In December, the DBA wrote to City Council asking it to suspend this plan. It says more than a dozen businesses believe the increased cost would mean patios are not viable.
It goes back to the structural budget variances that the city is facing, and we've only got a few ways to increase our revenue, and that's either with provincial grants, which have gone down the wayside, user fees, or property tax increases.
The city says this is a shared investment model, meaning the city is covering about half the cost of the patio program with businesses. The new fees take effect in April. A new center is opening in Edmonton. It will help people who have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It's called the Nero Wise Edmonton ADHD Center. It brings various specialists and services under one roof to help everyone from kids to adults manage the disorder. The center was created by a mom in Edmonton after she struggled to access treatment for her kids.
The idea is to provide one integrated plan for each client, which means that, and I can tell you from my own family experience, that when I seek care for my children, we went to see different clinicians at different places. First of all, it was very busy. It was also very fragmented. The clinicians were not talking to each other, and nobody made sure that we have one integrated plan that we can follow.
There are currently 7 specialists on staff, from psychologists to dietitians, with more to be added in the near future. Services currently offered at the center are only covered by private health insurance. Family Day festivities took over parts of the Alberta Legislature grounds today with a nod to the history of the holiday.
This is where Family Day began in 1990 with Premier Getty. It was the first time that Family Day started across the country. We now have more provinces that celebrate with us, but today and here on this site is where it all started.
The return of winter weather made for a cozy community gathering. There were no lines at the kids' coloring stations, while a magician warmed up the crowd. Balloon artists and street performers helped families celebrate the holiday. The village of Griesbaugh was the perfect place for some families looking to get out and enjoy a little winter fun. The Family Day event celebrated all things winter with ice carving stations, pond skating, and of course, a sweet Canadian tradition, fresh maple taffy.
So good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's been your favorite part? Tell me about it.
This is very good. The maple syrup.
Yeah, the maple syrup.
Yeah?
It's actually great, right? Especially with the kids, have the chance to bring them out and enjoy some time outside. It's always great.
Hunter the Lynx, the Oilers mascot, was also taking part in the Family Day fun. Coming up next on CTV News, a small town in Alberta hosting an outdoor hockey tournament after an explosion ruined its local rink.
It'll be really good to get everybody back together and to just celebrate the love of hockey.
On Tuesday, the difference between best before and expiry dates and how that could save you money, plus examining the darker side of the manosphere, including influencers using smart glasses to film their dates.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
You're watching CTV News at 5.
The new federal electric vehicle rebate program began today. While many EV advocates say it's a good move to boost sales, some business analysts expect sales in Alberta will stall. CTV's Gates Warren explains why.
What's old is new again. Canadians will see the return of electric vehicle rebates after the federal government paused the program just last year.
With the cost of living crisis that we're in, anything that the government can do to help move this along, we see as a good thing.
The move is a part of the Fed's new strategy to boost EV sales in Canada. The program will give buyers up to $5,000 for battery electric cars and up to $2,500 for plug-in hybrids. Advocates for EVs in Alberta say it's a welcome restart.
We see countries like China. Their new EV sales are over 40% already. For Norway, 90% of all electrical vehicle sales are EV. So we've got a lot of catching up to do.
The market saw a decline in EV sales soon after the rebate program was paused. A business analytics professor at the University of Alberta says the incentives should cause a short-term spike.
The contraction is basically on EV because the overall market still stay at a stable level. So we can tell that this is specifically because of the rebate, the pause, the removal of this program.
But even with a rebate, there are still barriers to getting more EVs out on the roads, even more so here in the province.
Canada-wide, 14% of all new vehicles are EVs, but what we're seeing in Alberta is around 4%.
AMA points to provinces like Ontario and BC having provincial rebates along federal ones to help drive purchases. No such incentive exists in Alberta. Infrastructure also remains an issue. AMA says only around 1,500 charging stations exist province-wide.
If I compare that to BC, they're sitting well over 8,000, and in Quebec, well over 10,000. So fear around a range anxiety and ability to charge is problematic here because, frankly, there just aren't enough charging points.
And with change in policy at the federal level, electric vehicles having a sustainable market may be a long way down the road.
So this will definitely delay their decision making because they have no idea whether this kind of incentives will stay for a long time.
Gates Gorin, CTV News, Edmonton.
Thousands of people in Edmonton spent Family Day at the rink. Rogers Place was packed for a matinee game between the Edmonton Oil Kings and Lethbridge Hurricanes this afternoon. The Oil Kings secured a WHL playoff spot Saturday, defeating the Calgary Hitmen 4-3. One father at today's game says he and his daughter are taking advantage of their day off.
Family Day is awesome. We got a daytime game here with the Oil Kings, so gonna take my daughter to her first hockey game, and the popcorn's flowing already, and she got to go down to the glass and bang on the glass, so she's really excited for her first game.
The Oil Kings beat the Lethbridge Hurricanes 3-2. The town of Taber is putting on a hockey tournament to bring the community back together following an explosion at the local rink. The outdoor tournament comes a few months after an explosion at the Taber Community Centre. The centre is not usable, so organizers have decided to turn local streets into full-size hockey rinks for teams to battle it out.
It'll be really good to get everybody back together and to just celebrate the love of hockey and the love of community together and look forward to the future of what the rebuild's going to look like.
The Play On Street Hockey Tournament will run March 27th and 28th. Still to come tonight on CTV News, a record-breaking weekend for the Stollery Family Day Classic.
We created the tournament not just for family and community, but to teach kids to think about others.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
The Stollery Family Day Classic has come to a close with more than 100 teams facing off to raise money for the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation's Giving Comfort program. It supports families who have to make an emergency trip to the hospital. The tournament also encourages kids to think of others.
We created the tournament not just for family and community, but to teach kids to think about others that aren't as fortunate, that aren't able to play hockey or be active, but also to promote active living and good health.
This year's fundraising goal was $500,000. Organizers say the tournament raised a record high of $682,000. And speaking of records, these hockey players are about an hour away from unofficially breaking the world record for the world's longest hockey game. The puck dropped on this game back on February 5th. At 6 o'clock tonight, they will hit 261 hours of play. According to the world's longest game website, the event has surpassed its fundraising goal of $1 million for the Cross Cancer Institute. The money will go towards building a cutting-edge immunotherapy lab. Josh, they're probably glad that game's coming to an end here in about 40 minutes or so because we've got some snow on the way.
Yeah, it's a pretty nasty storm that'll hit, and then wind chill will be a big problem tomorrow to go along with the blowing snow. Listen, bottom line, if you could stay off highways, especially east and south of Edmonton, but really kind of anywhere through central and north central Alberta, stay off highways tomorrow, if at all you can. It is going to be a brutal day out there. River Valley Sky Cam's brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right over, it's free. Cloudy skies, -9 in Edmonton right now. -4 for the daytime high today, but that was just after midnight early this morning. Temperatures have slowly been sliding through the day. It's -18 in Fort McMurray, -14 in Grand Prairie. Still not bad to the south. Red Deer and Jasper at -3s right now. It's -15 wind chill in Edmonton, mid-20s in Fort McMurray already. Close to -30 wind chill in through the northwest. High level across into the Fort Chipewyan region. Cold warning in effect there. Wind chill is going to be in the -40s tonight and early tomorrow. You might even touch -40 wind chill in Fort McMurray. The red zone, snowfall warning. There will be a bit of wind on top of the snow, but nothing like what we're expecting with, at times, near zero visibility in through this purple zone. Combination of really heavy snow and gusts in the 60 to 70 kilometer per hour range. So this all is starting to get going right now in and around Calgary. There's the first wave of this. This will move north towards the Edmonton area. So by the time we get to about 8, 9 o'clock tonight, snow rolls in. Probably doesn't really taper off until late tomorrow, maybe tomorrow evening. The models have been bouncing back and forth with estimated snowfall totals here. Earlier in the day, it was looking like more like 20. Now it's up to closer to 35 for Edmonton. Somewhere in the 15 to 30 range looks most likely. Are there parts of the city or the area that get a little bit more than 30? Potentially. I really think it's more like East Central Alberta that has the better chance to maybe see 40-plus centimeters of snow. But you can see how snowfall totals drop off here north of Slave Lake, Peace River, and into the Fort McMurray area. So it's kind of this pinkish purple zone here. That's the area that's going to be hardest hit with this snow. Here's a timeline on it. 8, 9 p.m. starts to roll into the Edmonton area, sticks around all night. So tomorrow morning, well, all the way along the QE2 from Edmonton south to Calgary, east and west along Highway 16, you have snow and blowing snow. And then even tomorrow afternoon, snow is still coming down here in the Edmonton area. Should taper off or come to an end briefly tomorrow evening. And then there's a chance of one more little wave going through late tomorrow night. I think by early Wednesday morning, most of that snow is out of here, and we'll actually see some sunny breaks late in the day on Wednesday. Wind chill in the -37 range, Fort McMurray tomorrow. -37, -41 wind chill tomorrow morning across high-level Peace River. Wind chill close to -30 tomorrow morning in Red Deer and Lloydminster, and your daytime highs tomorrow. You're around -23 in Fort McMurray, but look at that. It's going to feel in the -35 to 40 range all day. Mid-30 wind chill tomorrow afternoon in Grand Prairie. That was a weird way to say Grand Prairie. -34 in Red Deer. Actual temperature around -19 tomorrow afternoon. Here in Edmonton, temperatures falling through the day with wind chill -25 to -30 and blowing snow with those gusts. -20s for highs Wednesday, Thursday, and still no better than the mid-teens Friday, Saturday.
All right, Josh, thank you. When we return, heading the right note, the Edmontonians who are being recognized at the Junos.
People kid that, you know, Canadians, we make such great music because we have winter for like 6 months out of the year.
CTV News at 5 continues.
Hundreds of kids received a free introduction to ice fishing this weekend at Wabamun Lake. I'm sure it was interesting. The Alberta Conservation Association says almost 1,500 people signed up for this year's Kids Can Catch event. Mentors help teach kids how to handle the fish and keep them in the water. Premier Danielle Smith helped kick off the Lunar New Year's festival in Calgary. She also highlighted the new partnership Canada has forged with China.
There will be lots of opportunities for your community to shine and to help Alberta grow.
The Lunar New Year is tomorrow. It will mark the year of the horse, and the horse is energetic, hot-tempered, and represents power. The Juno Awards are a few weeks away, with several Edmonton artists nominated this year. CTV's Connor Hogg spoke to two finalists who credit their success to creativity, hard work, and in one case, understanding neighbors.
This apartment is where Noella Charles worked on her latest album. It's even where she shot the cover.
Look to the side and smile. For me, it was going back to how I started initially with my first album. Whatever comes out of these, my own home sessions is, really what I'm supposed to be saying in the moment. I got so much more.
New to You is Charles' fourth solo Juno nomination for Adult Contemporary Album of the Year. Charles says she's seen Edmonton's music scene develop over the years, with more people discovering her, hence the title, New to You.
People kid that, Canadians, we make such great music because we have winter for 6 months out of the year, so we're all inside writing songs.
Edmonton rapper Arden is also nominated at the Junos this year. His album Keep Your Eye on the Sparrow is a contender for Rap Album of the Year.
I got to prove myself, or I got to prove that Edmonton belongs in a conversation that people, don't put it in. You know what I'm saying? I would like to describe my music as hungry.
Arden says he wants to convey that hunger.
Am I where I'm supposed to be at this age, at this point in my life, and all these different things that people worry about. But I wanted this project to be a reminder of that, of you're exactly where you're supposed to be.
I was this anomaly coming up, and we don't know what to do with you. So for me, it was I'm going to show you.
Charles says putting an album together teaches the ins and outs of the music industry, as well as the consistency required.
There's 10,000 hours, there's repetitions, and things that you just got to do to grow, and the only way you fail is when you stop.
Both Arden and Charles are in the midst of making new music, Charles working from her apartment. She says she's happy her walls are thick enough.
My neighbors love me.
Have there been any complaints?
There haven't, no. Luckily, there's cement in between.
Two artists putting Edmonton on the national stage. Connor Hogg, CTV News, Edmonton.
And that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. CTV News continues right now.